We're sitting at a coffee shop today with some IT engineers, network engineers, cybersecurity professionals, and AI practitioners, as well as other technology leaders. So I want to start with a simple question. How much profit did our clients lose or businesses lose while they were sleeping last night?
That's a scary question because most business owners have no idea.
And what's worse is many of those losses were completely preventable.
Mark.
I'd say maybe around like 10,000 to maybe 20,000.
All right. Well, let's start here. What do you think is the biggest revenue leak or missed opportunity businesses are seeing right now?
Hmm. Right now, revenue leak. There's a lot of missed opportunities, especially like with dentistries. They like to upload photos a lot, but they do it manually. But with AI, it'd be a lot quicker and easier for them to sort out through everything.
Let's maybe pass it to Angel.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's a good point that Mark brought up. One of the things that I see a lot is lack of follow up. There's a lot of times where patients call after hours. They get out of work after 6. Dentists are already closed by then. So that's one area that we kind of try to focus on whenever we're looking at these dentists that are not having patients scheduled. We can set up stuff like a AI voice caller that can take up that automation after hours. And yeah,
And sometimes I don't even think that businesses need more leads. They just need to stop losing the ones they already have. And I think customer experience plays a big part in what keeps businesses running. And you can use AI to have automation run in the background.
Yeah, automating things like customer experience, social media, things like that. So, Ozzy, how about you?
Faxes. Oh, fax is so old school when we could be automating emails as is. Everybody uses email. Anybody can make something simple like a Gmail. So, it's very accessible. We hardly even need to use faxes anymore. So too slow. Email's the way to go. You can automate emails with AI. AI is the future.
Have you run into people that still use faxes?
We have many clients still use faxes, and faxes have always been an issue that we can just automate just as soon as we
I agree. I agree.
you know.
Kevin, how about you?
I would say manual data entry is also a cause of that.
That's a good one. So, it sounds like businesses don't usually lose customers because they're bad. They lose customers or patients or clients because they're just slow to implement some of these modern processes and technologies. So another thing to bring up is, every day we hear another AI headline about OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, Anthropic, regulations, agents, new models, new funding, etc. What do you think business owners actually care about?
for sure, getting leads in. That's one thing that we always see with dental clients. There's so many chairs, but there's not enough patients to fill those chairs. Leads is always number one. If you're not looking for leads, if certain business doesn't have a lead generator built in, they're always going to fall behind. That's even something that we see in our business, in our company. If you're not getting those leads in, then you're definitely going to slow down.
Have you guys seen anyone using AI or automation for getting leads or patients?
Currently, we have a few dentists that are doing that. Yeah, it's. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
no names.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely for sure. We do have some dental clients that are doing that. Um, we set up for one of our clients a text. we set up for one of our clients a text automation where it sends messages out to patients that haven't visited the office recently, and it tries to book them in. So we've seen a really good exponential growth with that system for this client. They went from having zero patients in the chairs to now not even able to keep up this month. So we're no longer asking the businesses will adopt the AI. We're asking how quickly they can.
Yeah, totally. So I like that example you gave. What are some other things you're seeing that offices, businesses, people are doing using AI?
Using AI, I know like for offices, like Angel was saying, like now they're doing like a whole bunch of texting. So now people will now get like text messages like, "Oh, you have a schedule for today. Can you confirm if you need to reschedule?" Whereas before, I mean, it would just be manually. There was no automation for that, especially with scheduling too. With AI, you can just like from a phone, any type of device, you can accept like your appointment. You can put whatever appointment you want.
Awesome. How about Gabe back there?
What was the question?
How are you seeing companies use AI today for like getting more customers or clients or patients?
Um, I know some companies that will use AI to like reach out to patients, reach out to clients, and they'll use AI to sort of schedule appointments with them.
Awesome. Thanks. Thank you. So we're talking about using AI to make things faster, to connect you faster with clients, patients, etc. All good stuff, right? You close a gap to onboard a patient or client, but there's obvious risk, as we've discussed before, right? So, in the news, what are some of the concerns we're hearing about AI, just to have some of the viewers aware, right? What are the bad things of AI? What have you seen out there, Angel?
How do you guys have kept up with Anthropic's new model, Fable 5?
Mhm.
No.
Mhm.
Well, it was Mythos. It was Mythos. They made a stable version called Fable 5. In 2 days, it was taken down because it was too smart.
Did you hear who caused it to be taken down?
OpenAI. They
I think it
they
was also Amazon.
yeah, it was Amazon, but they
Yeah.
ran some tests and they contacted the U.S. Department of Security,
Yeah, yeah.
and they basically said, "Hey, this model is too smart. We got to take it down."
Yeah.
Not many people knew that. Not many people knew that Fable 5 was that powerful. There's some comparison of people doing websites, and it's like night and day. Like it's like an actual human took time to do that website. Um, I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised you guys didn't hear about that, Kevin. How's your mango nada?
So what are they gonna? Are they just gonna never use it, or what's the outcome with that?
I think they're gonna like downgrade how it performs. So, for example, made up scenario, I would never use AI to search for this, but say you want to create a biological weapon, right? Um, what they're starting to do is, instead of saying, sorry, I can't help you with that, like programming it to respond to that, they're like poisoning the response in real time to give you like a wrong answer. So they're like looking at ways to do more of that, or it just like shuts down and has like no response. So they're reanalyzing and doing limit tests and things like that, um, to make it safer. Um, so, because in the example that Angel mentioned, Um, it was able to like reprogram a router and give root access to a router, um, essentially hacking a network. So that there's a lot of cybersecurity concerns from that angle as well. So yeah,
What about, I know there are certain people that are building their own AI agents. What about those limitations?
yeah. So agents will rely on a core model, right? The core agent model, whether it's Fable 5 or like GPT-5 or something like that. The agents rely on those. And if the models are dumbed down, the agents would essentially also be slightly dumbed down as well, limited. Mhm.
Do you think if they dumb these models down, it will sort of miss opportunity for other things that they could create? Because I know they have to implement a bunch of security, but what if that's also stopping AI from becoming better regarding like automation and stuff?
Good question. I think it does. I think it limits progress. Mainly, and we don't know like where the limitations are because the companies keep
Yeah.
that like,
And it's still pretty new too.
yeah. But I would imagine that they limit it on like what I mentioned, weapons,
Mhm.
things that can do harm, chemical reactions, cybersecurity, like to prevent people from hacking. But at the same time, cybersecurity could be used to identify vulnerabilities in our code or in our network, and then we patch against it. But because people can use it for bad and they have to dumb it down, it limits us from progress on that side. So it's you know
Yeah, like with good, there's always bad.
yeah,
We could fight the bad with the good as well.
yeah, that sounded like Spider-Man
Yeah, or like Star Wars.
or Star Wars.
Yeah.
Awesome. So for the next question, I think Ozzy is perfectly suited for this. But can you describe what deep fakes are and how someone using AI might use it
So
for bad?
basically, back in the day, you would watch a whole bunch of videos to learn Photoshop, and then you could just create like the fakest image you could that like at least looks like semi-realistic, right? In order to like convince people, oh hey, I'm this person, or hey, we caught you doing this stuff. You know, classic way of doing like blackmail. Nowadays with AI, you can just generate a pretty decent looking image. You can also generate their voice. You can record their voice, have them say certain things using AI, and that's pretty much what deepfakes are. It's like a brand new way of impersonation.
Yep. And now with AI, it's much easier, much faster. Like less work up front. So Kevin, what do you think? How can AI be used for voice cloning and phishing? How would that look like?
Yeah, that's actually one of my biggest concerns. The scary part is not just some advanced AI hack; it's that AI helps attackers scale the same scams businesses already fall for. So, like fake vendor payments, direct deposit changes, fake IT support, and credential theft. So, it is pretty scary. It's getting to a point where it's keeps me up at night because people can voice clone like with any sample. They just need a tiny sample of like someone's voice, and then from there they're able to just full on like impersonate that person. So, yeah, it's a bit scary.
Yeah, it could also be used for good. Like we're talking about the good and the bad. So the good part of it, like let's say all our marketing videos that we do. Like I don't want to do 50 videos and record them, but I could have AI clone me and my voice, and you never know. One of these future episodes might be all of us as AI. So that would be pretty wild. But
They start fighting with each other.
follow up question would be if we were starting a whole new company in any industry today, anything doesn't have to be tech, doesn't have to be medical. Think like real estate or retail. What would be the first AI thing you would do or automation you would incorporate?
For sure, build kind of like a software for that company. Like what the business that comes to mind is we were doing a website for for a laundry place in San Antonio, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, First of all, their website was a little outdated, so we made it look good. But it would be nice if we could have the users or the customers kind of go online and I guess schedule like a laundry, a washer, and the dryer.
Right.
So maybe kind of like a CRM. Like if the business could build a CRM for their customers, that would probably be the first thing. Yeah, because that's the CRM, the customer relationship management software. That's a really big thing. Like think another business that comes to mind is a car wash, right?
Hmm.
Like you want to have a lead system or a ticket system where the business knows what is being worked on, what is currently being in the process of the service. That's definitely number one that comes to me, that comes to mind for me.
Awesome. Mark, anything from you?
Let's see. For me, mm, well, I know probably businesses are doing this now, especially like with computers, but like with AI, can make it a bit easier for like their inventory, like when they get like shipments in and everything. Also, like organize, like, hey, these parts go here, those parts go there. Makes it easier than having to just do it manually.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is not really, and this is something we've known. We're not like replacing anybody, right? People hear that as a myth, like, oh, AI is replacing jobs, but really, what we're talking about is just um, removing bottlenecks, removing things that take long or like take forever to do so many steps. Have AI go out and do it. So it makes businesses operate faster, more efficient. So awesome. Um, so any other myths that you think are overly hyped?
Overly high. Um, Not that I know, because I know AI is still like an up and coming thing. So I can't say if there's anything overhyped yet.
So question for Alexa: What what's a task humans won't be doing in 10 years?
A task people won't be doing in 10 years. Maybe I would say like counting inventory because I know it's a pretty physical task that people do and it probably takes a bunch of time to count everything all over again. And I know there's a lot of businesses in the valley, especially people who want to own a small business, kind of like a candy business or their own clothing store. They have to manage all the inventory physically, but if they were to implement AI, it would completely like not control but help manage their inventory better. It could help understand what's selling, what isn't selling, um, and they could use those insights to better improve what they want to sell. So I would say for sure 10 years they wouldn't have to be worrying about that.
Awesome, Gabe. Give me one prediction that sounds crazy today but becomes normal by 2030.
Wait, repeat it.
What's one prediction that sounds crazy today but in 2030 sounds normal?
Honestly, like fully automated driving on the highways.
Driving?
Yeah, because like I know we have self-driving now, but it's very limited. It's very limiting. I've seen a lot of cars do a lot of illegal things when they're self-driving. But I think we could get there someday.
Cool. We'll go down the line.
Similar answer, I would say automation for deliveries. So I think they've already tested big rig trucking like here in Texas in terms of like delivery and stuff like that. So I
Ooh,
think
the drone
yeah, or
delivery.
drone delivery,
Yeah.
something like that could definitely be automated. More than likely, yeah, I would say 2030. It's likely.
That's only how many years away?
I
Four
think we got
years?
4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Yeah.
I mean, the way that everything's been advancing, it's been rapid. I think, yeah, I could definitely see that happening within 4 years.
Yeah.
Maybe it starts small. You know what I mean? Like maybe state. or like a portion of a state, and then eventually like move up from there. But I think yeah, we'll see more automation in the trucking industry.
Let it go, bro.
Ah, it was, dude.
Okay. Yeah, for sure, something in the future. Hmm. I don't know. I don't have anything.
You don't have any future?
Uh, guys, gotta give me a minute for this.
You know what I was thinking just being here right now, like I've seen, and I'm buying Angel sometime there. But in Vegas and CES, we saw those robots that make coffee for you. Remember those? Or they'll prepare like a Subway sandwich for you. Like more of those, I think.
They'll learn your orders.
Yeah.
So that when somebody just orders something, like, oh, here, it's already out, and having to wait.
And instead of a hair in your food, you'll find like a little screw or a little nail.
Like iron.
Yeah,
Like
iron.
iron.
You need extra iron.
I just
Okay.
it like just clicked, Alexa.
Gonna steal yours.
Wait. I think a human customer experience, right? For businesses, I think that's gonna go away slowly as AI gets smarter. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but now it's super hard to get a human when you call support. When I call support now for some panoramic machines, it prompts me to like an AI voice caller, and it's so bad because I ask it questions and it tries to figure it out and give me like, okay, well, try this, but I'm just like, I already tried that. Okay, I need to speak to someone. But I think that's gonna definitely become the norm by 2030. Alexa.
Okay. I think what would become the norm is smart houses. There was this movie on Disney Channel. I forgot the name of it, but it Smart House, yes, and it was one of my favorite movies growing up. And it's the house would do anything for you. Like it would stock the fridge and it would clean the house. Yeah, it would like tell you what you're missing and stuff. So I feel like that could really benefit people, especially like parents that are like working. It would help take care of whatever needs done, and it would be pretty cool to have like a little robot assist, like turn off the lights, lock the doors, so you don't,
What
you
would you
know.
call it? Alexa?
Smart House 2, the sequel.
But not Alexa.
Probably not my name. I
Okay.
think they would also go through legal trouble because, Amazon
Yeah.
and stuff. But
Yeah.
or they could do their own kind of smart house. But yeah, I think that would be pretty cool, especially like if you're in bed and you forgot to lock the door, you forgot to turn off the stove or something like that. Like, I think that'd be pretty cool if that was normalized.
For sure. Oz, anything on your mind?
All right, here's the thing, you guys. All these things may sound nice, but the reality is that you still need to have some sort of paranoia when it comes to like AI, because companies already are implementing AI into stuff like their firewalls, into like their network security. So if you take the idea of like AI being your defensive, like kind of like your front, you also have attackers on the other end using their forms of AI to attack those AIs. So really, it's kind of like an AI on AI kind of war. Now, as is today, nowadays you can just like plug in a USB stick, run a script. Now, imagine if you can just put like a little language model on that little USB stick, it could do all those things for you. You know, that might be the new norm, even like 5, 10 years. But the way things are going, it might be happening a lot sooner than later.
Awesome. For a moment there, I thought you were talking about the Clone Wars
Oh yeah,
or Skynet, from
kind of like
Terminator.
Skynet. There's some
Yeah.
truth in sci-fi, but it's kind of like that.
Awesome. And Mark?
For me, mm, I'd say, well, kind of like what you mentioned earlier, like in Vegas, like with the robots. With the robots and everything. Um, I mean, yeah, they'll get smarter, but I mean, it'll help a lot with like businesses, restaurants, and everything. Because then it'll just take less time than how it does now, especially since all these businesses get like a whole bunch of customers. They gotta hire more people, and then sometimes it'll take time out of their schedule to train when they can, have AI help them out.
Awesome. Angel, the one thing a business owner can do this week?
All right, guys. So, what is one thing a business owner can do this week to make more money with AI?
I'll go first.
Oh,
I'll go first. So one
sorry.
thing business owners can do is take an inventory of where your time is being used every day. Um, Preferably something that you do the same thing over and over every day, because those are ripe for automating. So if every day you are checking email and responding to the same things, or opening up the same spreadsheet, or creating the same documents, that's perfect for training an AI agent to go out, source the data, compile whatever reports are needed, and then send out, as an example. But that's one thing every business owner should be doing this week to make more money. And you make more money because time is money, and you're saving time and money that could be otherwise used in other parts of the business. So, Kevin.
I would say personalized sales and marketing. So AI can look at customer data and help create better messages, reminders, offers, or recommendations.
Sorry. Um, One thing a business owner can do this week.
What's one thing a business owner can do this week to make more money with AI?
Honestly, scheduling. Um, just like scheduling a lot of deliveries, scheduling stock buys, like inventory. So I think it will speed up a lot of processes, and that will lead them to do a lot more operations quicker, faster.
Awesome.
Let's see. One thing a business owner can do this week to make more money. Um, well, I do know a lot of business owners have like reports at the end of the days, like to record like how much revenue they made, so they can just like put that into the computers, have AI compile it, rather than just do everything all manually.
Excellent.
Uh, I would say train your employees. It's easy to use AI. Anyone can use AI, but it's a lot harder to master. So if you do have employees, train them, and you'll make the big bucks. That's it.
Awesome. Well, 5 years from now, business owners won't be divided into those who use AI and those who don't. They'll be divided into those who adopted and adapted, and those who got left behind. So, always good idea to start now, start practicing, gaining familiarity, and then start incorporating it anywhere you can. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Angel, you're going to do your little bye.
Right? Thanks, guys.
Adios.
Angel out.
Bye.
All right, here's the thing, you guys. AI is cool and all. You said that. Oh yeah, I did, right? But what's the word? Oh yeah, you gotta either like adapt to overcome, because if you're too afraid of using AI, then you're never gonna adapt to it. The way I use it typically day to day, you have to know how to ask the right questions. If there's something you don't know, knowledge is power. So it all comes to like overcoming that fear of like AI. There's a stigma around it, sooner you get over it, the sooner you can like start making progress with it. Peace out. Peace out. Here's the thing, you guys. Peace out.